Say what?
What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another episode of Say What. And I thought this would be a perfect time to do one because Apple Music just listed their top 100 albums of all time by different people on their board, some musicians supposedly. I don't know, man. It's kind of a mess, and a lot of people have already been discussing it. So I thought I'd add my 2 cents in. I'm not going to do the whole list, and spoiler alert, I'm going to start from the top, from number one going down. Just in case you haven't seen the list yet, you may want to go look at it first at your leisure and come back. But yeah, we'll see how far I make it down the list because this is just going to upset me more than anything. The biggest thing is my problem with it is it seems like they went with some kind of quota where only one artist had one album per artist. There are a couple that had two, the Beatles, Beyonce, Prince, Radiohead, and Stevie Wonder. Those are the only ones that had two. And then two is the max is for some reason. So um, kind of ridiculous. I don't know if that like they had those limits or boundaries set or whatever, but yeah, that alone, man, it's kind of a recipe for disaster for one of these lists. But let's just go right to it. I'm going to share my screen here so we can see it at the same time. So number one, ta-da, is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which yeah, I'm not crazy upset about, but there's a lot better albums than that, even in the hip hop genre, if we're being honest. So I don't know. It's whatever. So number two is Thriller by Michael Jackson. If we're going by popularity, sure, but a lot better albums than that one as well, even in the 80s, in my opinion. But hey, it's okay. Three, the Abbey Road, the Beatles, of course. Hey, that's perfect. Should have been higher in my opinion, but that's okay. Number four, Purple Rain, very 80s heavy in the top five, which is kind of crazy to me because it's, out of all the decades, it's one of my least favorite overall. But Purple Rain, obviously one of the best of that decade, but of all time, I don't think so, man. Like, and then, okay, Blonde by Frank Ocean. Look, this is insane. Like, first of all, Channel Orange is a way better album, in my opinion. I know a lot of people love this and think it's just monumental, but to have something this recent in the top five that's really not that good, come on. Over Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder. I mean, and you see in the wall of perfect albums behind me, or if you were looking earlier, this is certainly on there. This, of course, should have been higher than Blonde, for God's sake. I mean, that's just crazy. Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar. Not a Kendrick fan, as many of you know, but um, I'm just gonna say, like, what most people are thinking. Why is this on here and not To Pimp a Butterfly, which most people say is his best? Um, this is actually, technically speaking, my favorite Kendrick Lamar album, if I had to pick one, but having it in the top 10, I don't see it, guys. Back to Black, Amy Winehouse. It's cool that it's this high. I don't think it deserves to be this high, but great album nonetheless. Nevermind, of course. Yep, makes my top 10. Lemonade by Beyonce. Uh, Not top 10 material in my book, but hey, Beyonce, you knew she was going to be on the list. To have her on here twice, though, I don't know. But Rumors, okay. Okay, Computer, okay. The Blueprint, Jay-Z, yeah, I can see that. Highway 61 Revisited, of course. 21 by Adele, a little high. Over Joni Mitchell's Blue, yeah, I don't think so, guys. Like, Blue should be higher. What's Going On? Okay, should be top 20. Okay, Taylor Swift, of course they were gonna put her high, but in the top 20, like, I don't know, man. Over The Chronic, over Pet Sounds. Wow. Yeah, guys. I mean, it's a popularity contest, of course, and Taylor has to be in the conversation, right? Just based on popularity alone. But I think she has better albums than 1989, by the way. And I haven't listened to Taylor's version, so I couldn't tell you how good it is. But yeah, that's just insane. Oh, Revolver. Okay, so this is the second Beatles album on the list. So there's no Sergeant Pepper, there's no White Album, no Let It Be, no Help, no Rubber Soul. That's it, guys. That's all the Beatles you get. And that's insane to me. So I love Revolver, definitely in my top five, but yeah, Apple Music, you guys are just, I don't know what you're doing with this list. Born to Run, yeah, that's no surprise. Daft Punk, okay. Ziggy Stardust, yeah, kind of blue. Should be higher, but I'm not going to complain. I think this is like one of the only jazz records on the entire list, which is nuts to me. But good to see Miles represented. Okay, Kanye, yeah, that's the one to go with. Led Zeppelin 2. Okay, this is where I'm going to lose my mind. This is the only Led Zeppelin album on the list, and they went with Led Zeppelin 2 over Zoso, which, I mean, I know everybody has their favorites, but come on, man. I think Zoso universally is way more loved than Led Zeppelin 2. I'd even put Physical Graffiti over Led Zeppelin 2. I'd even put the debut over Led Zeppelin 2. This is just a travesty, in my opinion. And Dark Side of the Moon, way down at 28. I mean, this should have at least been in the top 20, if not top 10. Uh, I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay, Low End Theory. I'm happy about that being in the top 30. That's a pretty good placement. Billie Eilish, come on. Like, first of all, again, like sometimes I don't know why they're picking certain albums. I think Happier Than Ever was way better than her debut. And this being in the top 30, no, man, come on. Jagged Little Pill, yeah, that's overrated. Ready to Die, okay. Kid A, okay. So this is the other Radiohead album. So In Rainbows didn't make it, The Bends didn't make it. You know, kind of the same thing I would say for Beatles and Zeppelin. It's just, I love Kid A, but it's, I don't know. It Takes a Nation of Millions, okay. London Calling. Here's the second Beyonce listing, and that's a definitely a great one. I like this album more than Lemonade personally. Um, Wu-Tang Clan, okay. Tapestry, of course. Illmatic. Yes. Aretha. See, Aretha should be higher than the Beyonce album. I mean, come on. This is just silly. Aquemini, it's a solid Outkast album, but I think, you know, I don't know. Stankonia is better in my book. Control by Janet Jackson in the top 50. That seems high. Talking Heads, all right. Intervisions, all right. Bjork, not a big fan, but okay. Bob Marley, that should be higher. Drake in the top 50. Come on, guys. This is silly. Um, Paul's Boutique, Beastie Boys. There's better albums by the Beastie Boys. Come on, guys. Um, Joshua Tree at 49. And so Octung Baby's not on the list. Like, good Lord. Yeah, this is where I just got to stop. I'm stopping at the top 50. Kate Bush, she's okay. It's just, it gets worse from here, guys. I'm just gonna say. And yeah, I'm personally offended that Octung Baby didn't make the list. Like, you couldn't put two U2 albums on here. And that's just the thing about it. It's just kind of silly. Like, whatever their decision-making process was for having only one album for many artists. And there's no Coldplay on here whatsoever. And then there's way down somewhere. Where's Hendrix? Did he even make? He didn't make the top 50. Where is Hendrix, guys? Are You Experience, the only Hendrix album, and it's at 63. below Tupac. What the hell, man? Yeah, that's just ridiculous. So yeah, I'm gonna just stop sharing the screen, and yeah, that's what you get, guys, from Apple Music. Um, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but even Rolling Stone lists are I think a little better than Apple Music. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you've looked at the entire list, and how bad does it get, and what else was missing from the list that I didn't get to. But as you see on my wall of perfect albums, obviously, I would have liked to see Neutral Milk Hotel. Of course, they weren't on there. Band of Gypsies, Paul Butterfield Blues Band, I wouldn't expect to be on there, but you know, just a lot of disappointment on this list, guys. And Johnny Radio, I think we have better lists here. So, guys, if you're new to the channel, if you want to subscribe, see some great lists. We're always doing democratic lists together. This is the place for you, hopefully. And guys, we got so much more here on the channel. Top fives every Friday, album reviews, so much more. Thank you for watching, and as always, Viva La Vinyl. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you can always see great quality content like you're seeing on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting Johnny Radio, and I'll see you soon.